Hello, welcome back. This is another Triage episode on More Fun Fixing It. And this time I've got 4 plus 2 ZX Spectrums in grey and a Toastrack. Now these are all pretty much the same machine. The Toastrack came out first. It was the last Sinclair machine. And then when Amstrad took over the company, they reverse engineered the Toastrack motherboard and created a new Amstrad version of it. But in terms of the circuits and the chips used and the components used, they're pretty much identical. The tape being the biggest difference. So I can bunch these all together. We'll get these all off the bench and then bring them up one at a time. Right, I want to start with this one because it says it works. So this will be a good way to just test, make sure that my capture's working and that the bench power supply is set up correctly and everything like that. So I'll be using, to connect to my OSSC and then to capture, I'll be using this Retro Computer Shack Sinclair's Spectrum 128K and plus 2. So this will do the Toastrack and these greys. So I've got 1.2 amps on my bench power supply on limit and current limiting, and 9 volts center negative. Let's see what that does. Well, that doesn't work, Paul. Oh. Well, it's working better. It's drawing nearly 900 milliamps. I suppose we better have a look inside. I was expecting this one to just work. Keyboard's really crunchy on this one, like it's full of dirt. There's quite a bit of dirt falling out of it, actually. Yes, my workbench is now covered in it. Made in Taiwan, like all of the best Amstrad stuff. I don't actually know where I'm pretty sure that Alan Sugar would have just got the cheapest place he possibly could to make his stuff, but I don't know if any of it was actually made in the UK or not. Pretty sure it wasn't. Alright, I think that post is broken, so that screw is now floating around inside. Yep. Yes, this. That keyboard really does need to clean. Big dust bunny in there. My workbench is covered now. There's that key post that's gone, so we'll put that in there. That can be glued back in. I'm thinking maybe a bit of chip creep. Let's push those back in, try it again. Okay. Well, I wonder what's gone wrong with this in the meantime. It's working now. Okay, maybe it was the reset button being stuck in or something. Yeah, it could have been the reset button stuck in. It's working every time now. Oh, it just works after a reset. I believe that this capacitor here is something to do with the reset circuit. So I will investigate that. It's working just fine. Now my new capture device, it doesn't lock onto a signal very quickly. It's taken 5-6 seconds, so I don't get to see that initial part of the boot up. Yeah, that looks like bad reset to me. Yeah. Okay, so triage done. Or should we run the diagnostics? Actually, let's run the diagnostics through it. Just going to pop this in and see what we've got. And going to reset as well. Excellent. Okay, so we know where we are with this one now. A bit crunchy, but working. Okay, so diag full pass, reset suspect, refurb, tape deck. Oh dear, this one needs help. None of the screws want to come out. What's that? I reckon that's fallen through there. Someone's dropped that in there. That's what's rattling around in it. And the nib of a pencil as well. Anything else? Oh. A piece of random plastic in the shape of an iron cross, it looks like. It's a bit random. Trying to get me demonetised. I don't think there's anything else rattling around in there. But Paul's right, it does need help. Let's plug it in and see what it does. With 48K spectrums, it's much more important to do all of the checks first. It's probably a good idea to check between ground and 5 volt in. Sorry, between the ground and the voltage input on here, just in case. Actually, I'm going to check on here because that's more sensible, and that's fine. But this will tell us all we need to know. We've got all of the voltages and no activity. No activity at all. This is a bit like the 48K from the other day. Let's try resetting. Oh no, this one's working after a reset as well. Might be a similar problem with the reset cap. So yeah, like I was saying, you can just plug these in and test them, because if voltages are missing, it's not a big issue. You're more concerned if there's, a dead short somewhere. But on a 48K spectrum, if the -5 volt or the 12 volt is missing, you can lose all of your lower RAM because it's a voltage balancing bias thing that's going on there. And if one of them's missing, then yeah, that throws that out and you can just pop chips. Okay, so this one's passing. Yep, that's passed, which is a bit boring, but that's what we need to do. Right, so full diag pass, reset problem 2, tape deck refurb, and missing key. On the pile. Paul says this one is minty, but dead. That's not very minty, is it, Paul? I think Paul was trying to be funny. Funny guy. I don't know why I hate elastic bands. Oh, look, the tape. Just in case you weren't sure, the tape. At least it ejects. It's covered in stuff. Someone's been at it with a Sharpie all over the place. Oh, on the keyboard. Oh dear. Yeah, you can just see it on here. The keyboard is stoved in. Someone stood on this. The A key is stuck down. So, oh no, there we go. It's up again now. But they're binding up. So it might be when Paul plugged it in. Oh, it's already got its screws out as well. That the keyboard was stopping it from booting. So no screws to remove. No heatsink. This smells like a spares board to me. Here we go. Nothing. It's not drawing any current at all. There's a few screws left in the motherboard. Actually, all of the screws are here, but they're hanging out. And they're different types. Some have been put back in from their spares board. There's one more rusty one down here. Oh, it's a non-ferrous one. That's handy. Like they're trying to annoy me. Oh, that doesn't look very nice over there. Oh yeah. Okay, well. Oh yeah. Okay, this has had some work done in the past. So we've got some rework around that thing, some around the reset button, some around the joystick ports, some around the TEA chip, which is the video generation chip. They've done there's I think this is a mod that you do. Add this capacitor in here. I think that's a modern mod. What about the transistors? No, the transistors haven't been changed. Well, that one might have been. But they look like they're in the wrong way round. What else? That might be factory flux around there. Yeah, that transistor has been worked. So maybe they've just swapped that out for a modern one or the correct one. But yeah, this bit here. Not happy with that. That's going to have to come out. I'm sure that we'll have lost pads underneath there. And the surrounding area is not the best either. Yeah, it does need help, this one. So that's going to be a full episode. I'm not going to do any of that in this one. I'm not going to try and turn it back on again. I bet that the voltage regulator has gone on it, actually. Did we get any voltage at all? I don't think we did. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one. Okay, so we've got no voltage, check DC jack and voltage regulator, bent keyboard. I think that's all I really need to say on this one. Ew. Right, the last +2 grey. DC connection, not food. I think it means not, that's a G, but it looks like an F to me. And so not food. The DC connection is not food. Black and white screen. Black and white screen is often if TR, I can't remember if it's marked as TR4 in these, but the equivalent ZTX651 transistor from the 48K spectrums is found in these as well. And if that disappears, you lose colour. It's not as catastrophic as it is in a 48K spectrum. You don't lose all of the lower RAM. It's very yellow on the bottom half. Look at that. This one is like a khaki green, olive green. The top of the case looks all right. We'll clean up all right. This bit has also gone that same green, and the keys have gone green. The tape deck keys have gone green. It's like it's a mishmash of different machines. I wonder if these came from a job lot where they were stored in really poor conditions from somebody out that was restoring them, and they just shoved them all back together in any kind of order and hope for the best. A few dust bunnies. That bit usually lives in here somewhere, and so I think it supports the keyboard like that, but I don't know where that goes. Maybe it's there. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. Put that in with the screws. Yeah, it's a bit dusty in here. There's also something going on right there, like a spill or something's dripped in there. Very rusty modulator. They're always rusty in these. They go rusty really quickly. Right, let's throw some voltage at it and see what it does. Because DC is not food. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, that's... There we go. If I hold it down, we get reasonable connection, and it's running. I'll let that run through. It'll be handy to know if there are any other issues on this. Oh yeah, there are. Well, that's exciting. I can say that none of the RAM chips are getting hot. IC17, that one. Right, I'm not going to do anything else with this, so I'll save looking at this power jack for a video. So this one has got 2 faults, IC17 and the power jack. Racing against the clock. It's starting to get warm in here. IC17 bad. And DC jack not food. Excellent. Right, that's a fairly straightforward one. All of them will get a refurb tape deck as well, and hopefully all the tape decks will work. So that's all of the +2 greys, and let's go back in time to when Sinclair had something to do with things. Someone's hair stuck under the... Oh, there's loads of hair stuck under the feet in this one. Quite nice condition underneath. Very clean. I've not looked in the back to see what motherboard version this might be. So I'm going to guess... Let's go 6A. Oh no, it's a Toastrack, so I don't know what versions they are. So it is after a 6A. Made in the UK. Not Taiwan. Oh, keyboard membrane looks intact. So what was the problem with this? Black and white screen, purple border. Ooh, let's plug it in. Bit dusty around that bit. Around the DC jack again. It's always there that gets the brunt of it. Got not much activity in the way of activity. Yeah, the reset is not making any. It's holding the bus, the address bus and everything high, but it's not making any difference to the screen. Heat? Have we got any heat? Not particularly. Let's check for voltages. I can see that we've got voltages there, but I want to see what the actual levels are. 5 volt is good. 5 volt on the board is good as well. One other thing I can check is for a bit of chip creep. No, they felt okay actually. The ROM's lost its sticker, but yeah, it's possible it's the ULA, and that is kind of a disaster for one of these. But I think, looking at the picture that we're seeing on screen with a black border and absolutely no activity, I think the CPU has gone pop. So that's my suspect for this one. We've got voltages. I haven't checked things for things like clock and reset, but I'm not going to do that in this video. This is just a triage and a quick look at it, see what's what with each machine. So I think we can put these aside, ready for repair. This one will be a bit more interesting, which is good for us. Possible CPU. Well, you never know what you're going to find in these machines. But now at least I've got an idea of, if the next time I'm coming to make a video, I can pick one and say, this one's got this is likely to be what's wrong with this one, and this one I can make a smaller video, or I can combine these two because they've got similar problems. So it just helps me to make videos going forward. Right, so that's this triage episode done. I think in the next one I'm going to take on this pile of +2s and 3s. So we'll probably do all the +2s first. But I might do all of them in one go. But let's hope that the weather breaks. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah. I need to get a fan on, it's so hot.